Here we go. He was hit in the head 3 times with a hammer. And the family of a Harford County native is grieving tonight after learning that the man was killed last month. WMER 2 News' Skylar Henry spoke to his family about how they found out and why it took so long. Skylar?
Yeah, Jamie, Dennis Dziwulski's brother Doug said it was a missed car payment that clued him into something being wrong. Now, this is a case that led investigators to both Indiana and Kentucky. Dennis's family is from here in Forest Hill, but he'd come back and forth and live sometimes. But he actually just moved to Dziwulski County, Indiana. The detectives say that they found his car in Carrollton, Kentucky, where detectives say they got their first clue. The court documents tell the gruesome story. 48-year-old Dennis Dziwulski struck in the head with a hammer in his home while he slept on the couch.
It kind of makes your stomach roll. When we finally found out what was really going on, I had basically a stomach ache for a while, and that comes and goes now. Even just thinking about it, thinking what had happened to him and people who had made this conscious decision to do what they did.
His brother Doug spoke to us by phone after learning what happened to him. The next morning, Kentucky State Police found a Chevy Trailblazer ditched along a dead end, tracing the plates to Dennis and the domestic case he was involved in the day before. They couldn't find him. Neither could Doug.
As of Friday, was that June 1st, he had worked that day. I had spoken to his boss, and his boss had said there was no indication that anything was going on.
And then he just stopped showing up.
Yeah, he said he just never showed up for work Monday.
Doug unsuccessfully tried tracking down Dennis, so officers sniffed around Dennis's Indiana mobile home. After his girlfriend, Vivian, told detectives Dennis moved back to Maryland. They found blood in the living room and ultimately found the body of a man in the woods behind his house with visible blows to the back of the skull. It was enough for deputies to go back and question Vivian, who, after twisting her words a few times, told detectives her son, Justin Girdler, is the one who used the hammer. Girdler ultimately confessing to doing so after being intimidated by his mother and forcing his girlfriend and her brother to ditch Dennis's car in Kentucky, making it look like he was on his way back to Maryland. A shock to a family who called Dennis the goofy guitar guy with the big heart.
Orioles fan, Ravens fan, Maryland Terrapins fan. In fact, he had asked me if I could find him a Fear the Turtle sweatshirt because I guess he had wanted one.
So Doug actually said he's going to look for a Fear the Turtle shirt and wear it in honor of his brother Dennis. As of now, Girdler is the only one charged with murder. Officially, Dennis is still considered a missing person until they match his DNA with his mother's, who, when we spoke to her today, was still stunned that all of this happened, and she didn't want to go on camera. She says until authorities ID the remains, it'll be weeks before they can actually have a funeral. Jamie?